Good morning, everyone. Actually, today I want to talk a little bit about how we've had a lot of newer agents come and ask, how can I set myself apart from experienced agents or other agents? And ultimately, what you have to do is look at what you can bring to the table. If you don't have the history, the knowledge, the experience of selling or leasing commercial real estate, then what you can do then is you have to create a different way that you're going to stand out from all the other agents. Number one way, work harder. If you can outwork someone, it goes very far. At the same time, though, you're still going to have to bring value to the table. So, and by bringing value, what is valuable? If it's not your experience, what can you bring to the table then? Maybe bringing in instead information on who's moving into the neighborhood, what tenants are moving in, what tenants are moving out. These are all important information that landlords are going to want to see and have for themselves. So you can then add value by saying, did you know that so-and-so is moving out? Have you thought about courting them to come over to your area or so? And this is all about working with your block network or canvassing, understanding what your tenants are doing in that area. When it comes to sales, information about sales. Okay, that's what most people that own property want to know about. What's their property worth? What are new listings in the area? What have they sold for? Things like that. If you're working with buyers, you're going to want to show how you can get the value by being the first one to find that property, putting it in front of them, explaining that value to them. If you don't have the experience for the value, then really it goes back to your classes, understanding the analytics and how a property in commercial real estate that you can create value either through the leasing side by increasing income or by decreasing the expenses. So, you have to bring that value to them. Now, how do you get exposure? As newer agents, one of the things that we always suggest for newer agents is write an article, about what's going on in your market, what's going on in your area. Keep your clients informed, but more importantly, reach out to the local newspapers. Try and make it a fun, interesting article, maybe a hot topic that's currently going on right now. It could be something, as simple as maybe even the new real estate, new measures that were in laws that were passed, if there was an election, and what the impact would be toward real estate and investors and how they can look at that. It could be debt markets. It could be just about anything that might be happening right now in the area. But more importantly, if you can get it published in a trade magazine, that immediately sets you apart from all the other agents. Not too many agents can say, I've been published in a trade magazine and, have you seen my article? It's a great way to actually open up a conversation too with, you're talking to someone and you're having the conversation, you're of course leading him down the path, the opening lines on the cold call, where do you want to go? So you're kind of leading him down that path. And then you can say, I just wrote an article about that was published in Globe Street or in CoStar or whichever publication. And did you get a chance to look at it? If not, I'm happy to PDF it and send it to you. I think you'd find it interesting. This immediately makes you almost an expert in that field and what you're talking about. So it cuts through all the objections they have on your youth, your age, experience, and everything else. Because, if a publication is reaching out to you to publish articles or what you're writing, then obviously what you're writing, you must have knowledge about it. So, these are some of the ways that you can stand apart in that aspect as a newer agent. Work hard, information, publish yourself, market yourself. Post all kinds of information, but be wise about what you post. Should be a mix of both, a little bit of personal so that they can get to know you, who you are, but also you want to make sure it's very professional and that it is informative at all times. So post, get it out there, and just really expose. The more exposure you get to your client base, the likelihood that you're going to have more deals. So, questions? I know we have one down here.
How long should these articles be?
Well, it's interesting. They don't have to be that long. I would target, and this is actually a lot harder to do. Typically, we try and target 500 to 700 words, sweet spot being 600 words. One page. Because generally speaking, in a newspaper print, one page is quite a bit, already. And, it's really just 3-4 paragraphs, that's all. And you want to get to the point, be succinct, clear, and get it out.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Any other questions?